Hello. Thank you for joining me. So the Greenland fiasco is still in full force, escalating almost every day, seemingly, and there's so much to react to. But today, I've been requested to react to this video a few times by many different people. So I will do that, because it's specifically, it's titled, Dear America, we'd like to speak to the manager, and it's about Greenland. I think this guy is a comedian, Danish comedian, Huxley Bach. All right, I'm listening, Dear America. Let's hear it. I mean, I'm probably already on his side, but I'll hear him out.
Hello? Yes, I'd like to speak to Congress, please. I'm on hold. But I'm trying to reach Congress on behalf of the Kingdom of Denmark. Now, my first language is Danish, but I figured I'd do this in English since I know how some of you Americans feel about people who speak foreign languages.
You have to speak English.
Anyway.
Jesus. Most of us are actually entirely fine with you speaking your own language. But like he said, there are that special some.
The reason I'm
And one of them happens to be the president, God damn it.
reaching out is the northern part of the kingdom, namely Greenland, the world's largest distraction.
That's for sure. Oh my God, the effort that's gone through. It's only been escalating more and more, the effort to cover up the Epstein stuff, because, of course, Congress did pass a bill, and Trump signed it into law, that by law, they already should have exposed all the Epstein documents. And if there are any redactions, explained in detail why that thing was redacted, and you're not allowed to redact, things for political reasons, only victim names. They broke all those laws. I don't know what you do when the Department of Justice is the one breaking the laws, or is in cahoots with the people breaking the laws. I don't know what you do then. I guess it's just a banana republic, and, all the institutions fail and we plunge into the dark ages. Something like that. I don't know.
The world's largest island.
Yes.
But listen, we here in the Kingdom of Denmark are
So I've always wondered what, the largest island means, because couldn't you call, North America an island? I guess there's a more specific definition. So is it bigger than Australia? No, it's smaller than Wait, what? Wow. AI, kind of smart sometimes, but, oh, wait. No, it actually is smaller. Oh, it's a distortion on the map. It's way smaller than Australia. So Australia is not an island? Whatever. That's totally besides the point. Let's just move on.
getting a very Venezuelan vibe about the way the American president is talking about us right now.
We're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way.
Yeah, the whole Venezuela, and especially the reaction to the Venezuela thing, kidnapping Maduro, definitely emboldened Trump and the administration, which is weird because the Greenland situation is nothing like the Venezuelan situation. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe people aren't going to be totally outraged if you go kidnap a vicious dictator, tyrant, who's by many different countries, acknowledgement, not really the legitimately elected president of Venezuela. That's one thing. Now, the fact that we're doing it for oil, I think, is deplorable. And we should have come to some kind of international agreement to do something like that, if we're going to do something like that. That's one thing, though. But Greenland, annexing Greenland, invading Greenland, I don't know how they think, we got away with the Venezuelan thing. So Greenland, we should be able to play that off as, a similar thing. That does seem to be how it is, though, because I think the worm Stephen Miller himself said something like that.
The more difficult way.
So, what do you do when an employee goes rogue? Well, what I've learned, mainly from watching American TV shows, you ask to speak to the manager. And in Trump's case, that will be Congress. They can control the budget, they can hold investigations, they can even fire him.
Yeah.
But they seem to be sleeping on the job.
Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore.
Hence my phone call. But while I'm on hold,
He's got the Republicans in a stranglehold, you know? And I think that even within the Republican Party, and I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat either, to be honest. But, like, I think if you could look behind closed doors and see what the Republicans in Congress are talking about, some of them at least, some of them are appalled by what's going on. I mean, the few of them that actually have an ounce of integrity have to be. Maybe I'm being optimistic. I mean, we did see at least one Republican senator and a few other Republican reps go to Denmark and kind of stand there in solidarity and say something. I was going to react to that too. There's a lot to react to.
Maybe we can talk America? To start, let's look at a map.
But for the most part, he's got them in a stranglehold. Nobody knows what to do. They don't know what to do. They're a bunch of cowards. They do not know what to do.
This is Greenland. Roughly 50,000 Greenlanders live there, and it's not green at all. It's white. It's all white. Maybe that's why that Stephen Miller guy loves it so much.
Oh. Yeah, maybe.
This is Denmark. Almost 2,000 miles away. 6 million Danes live here. We do minimalism, we do Lego, we do hygge, we do the fat shot. That's us.
Oh yeah, you guys did the Ozempic. That's huge, guys. Congrats on that one.
Now,
huge here in America with all the fat asses.
Denmark and Greenland are not the same country, but we are in a relationship.
Really?
We share a king, but we have individual governments. We are very different, but we make it work.
Right.
To put it in American terms, we're like Trump and Melania. We're formally together, functionally separate.
I thought he was going to say like America and Puerto Rico.
And both pretending it's very normal. America and Denmark actually go way back. We usually follow blindly whenever you guys feel like invading a country. We did it with the Gulf War, we did it with Afghanistan, we did it with Iraq. Coalition of the willing.
We will lead a coalition of willing nations to disarm him.
We were the willing.
And I mean, of course, you know, people, that can be framed in many different ways. But one thing is for sure about that is, you know, like that is objectively a good friend. And, you know, it's to that, you know, it works on that kind of friendship level as well. It's like kind of like whether your friend is right or wrong, you know, you kind of back him up, you know. And I mean, if he's wrong, you should tell him. But in the moment, you at least make sure he's going to be okay, you know? And that's what Denmark has done with America. And this is what we do to them. Nice.
But this time, we can't help you. Because you're talking about invading a country that we already invaded. Look.
Okay, that was funny. That was funny. I don't know any of the history of Greenland. Were there indigenous people of Greenland? Probably, I guess, right? Greenlanders? Somehow people just made it to every corner of the earth, huh? But I've always felt, to be honest, like we have to start somewhere, you know? It's a very messy history the whole planet has. Very messy. Nobody's hands are clean. Nobody's ancestors' hands are clean. We just have to... We're starting from, like, you know, let's say at post-World War II. Try to be a little bit more, you know, humane about the way we do things in this world. That's at least been the idea. Unless you're Russia.
We already know how colonialism ends. We've seen this film before.
India in revolt. Protesters smoked out by the police.
Here's why invading Greenland, the easy way or the hard way, would be bad for America and for the world. I think I need some fresh air. Danish missionaries invaded Greenland in 1721.
This is some interesting history.
Slowly taking over the country. And for 250 years, we did whatever we wanted to them. Basically going full colonial on them. Even in the 20th century, we were inserting IUDs into Greenlandic women to limit the population.
Ooh.
We were separating Greenlandic children from their families.
You know what is interesting, though? I mean, like, it's very commendable that in this video where objectively in current, present day, America's being the abhorrent one. But to acknowledge that, these atrocities or whatever happened, that's commendable.
Sending them to Denmark.
It's also interesting because I didn't know this.
Horrible stuff. We even let America build military bases in Greenland. During the
Horrible stuff, like America building bases.
Cold War, you guys had 10,000 troops based there. You even crashed a B-52 carrying 4 nuclear bombs there in 1968. Remember?
No, I didn't.
Hunt is on to locate the missing nuclear weapons.
Oh!
So,
Did we ever find them?
what did we Danes learn from the past couple of centuries? Well, the obvious. No population is going to be happy with a foreign government ruling over them. The Greenlanders hated us for centuries. Some still do. So Trump invading Greenland is not gonna help America's place on the global stage or at home. And I know he says he's the most popular president in the most popular country
Oh, Jesus Christ.
since the dawn of time.
He's not popular. I mean, that is one thing that I do want to convey to my European friends. You must understand, hopefully, that he's not popular here in America. Okay, the majority of people here in America disapprove of Trump. And it's growing. A new poll just showed he's at record lows as of last week. So, and I think that if... Once again, I'm an optimistic person, and I hope that if he was to do something as deplorable as invade Greenland, that would cross a red line for even the stupidest members of Congress. And I would hope so. And they could maybe grow a backbone, or at least, like maybe one vertebrae each, and kick him the fuck out of office. That's what I hope would happen. It should already happen with him just making the threats, but, Let's see. Okay.
Most popular president in the most popular country since the dawn of time.
I'm a very stable genius.
But trust me, he's not. And going old school colonial on Greenland is not gonna help. Anyway, back to the history lesson. In 1979, Greenland voted for greater autonomy from Denmark and to form its own government. And this is important because Trump keeps talking about buying Greenland.
The fact that they had a boat land there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land.
Denmark doesn't own Greenland anymore. Greenland owns Greenland.
Of course, we can break down just how ridiculous all that is. In every different conceivable way, that statement is just so annoying. Trump doesn't mean anything he says anyway. You know what I mean? Like, that's not an actual opinion he even necessarily has. He's just saying that because he'll say anything. It's basically propaganda. It's throw anything at the wall for why he can pretend like Denmark, like America should be able to just go take Greenland, and he'll say it. It doesn't matter if it's hypocritical. Of course, if by that logic, I guess nobody owns anything. America doesn't own America because we had a boat land here 250 years ago. We don't own it. It's like, okay, nobody owns anything and everything is, chaos. Okay. It means nothing. It's just stupid.
Greenland.
But like I say, he just says fucking anything.
Us Danes.
Only thing he cares about is minerals and money. Money, which he gets from minerals, I guess, or fucking something.
Even asked the Greenlanders how they'd feel about being bought.
300,000 kroner.
No, he could never buy us. Ever in my life, I would.
500,000?
No.
You see, we know.
Wow, that's very high integrity. I don't know the conversion rate. Let me.
Ever in my life, I would.
500,000?
No.
Oh, so that would be $50,000. Come on, we gotta go way higher than that. How about 500,000 US dollars? It still wouldn't be right, but it would be better than invading.
No.
I hope we don't do shit. And it would be incredibly high integrity for people to say no. You know, $1 million US? No. Fuck you. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's.
You see, we know the Greenlanders. They're a proud indigenous people who are not interested in being Americans. You can't just buy them off. So, Trump is running wild. He's kidnapping presidents, he's invading other countries.
But at the same time, I mean, can you really blame, like, some people undoubtedly, I mean, I don't know anything about Greenland, like the population there, but I'm sure some people are struggling. So if you tell them, hey, we'll give you $1 million, you know, if you vote to join America, I think that's like, I don't know what, I don't like it. But what I'm saying is, could you blame someone who's really like struggling if they were like, fine, you know, I couldn't blame them, but for someone to say no to that that's some really high integrity. Very impressive.
Without congressional approval, and frankly, we don't want that mess spilling into Greenland, or Europe, or Legoland for that matter.
I hope to God we don't buy it. You know, the more I think about it, even if we could buy it or whatever, it would just end up as a disaster. Undoubtedly, it'd just be another thing that's another fucking disaster, and it would be a disaster for some untold amount of time, you know. Such a stupid, unnecessary mess.
So again, that's why we're trying to...
Let alone the moral implications and the implications of our relationship with Denmark and the rest of the Western world. God damn. So stupid.
Speak to the manager, but Congress still isn't picking up the phone. Hello?
Yeah, they need to wake the fuck up. They need to wake up. When a clown moves into a palace, he doesn't become the king. The palace becomes a circus. It's a great quote. I like that one. I mean, I've heard it a bunch of times, and it couldn't be more true. Absolutely. Trump ain't the fucking king. He just turned the White House into a circus. As a Greenlander living in Denmark, I approve this message. As a Greenlander, I approve this message. That Melania joke was epic. Yes, perfect analogy. I'm gonna go cry, guys, off camera. Thank you for watching. That was a funny and sad video. Good job. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.